What is going on? It's your boy Warner Brother, and we are back with some more Need for Speed No Limits episode 359 for some more of the daily grind. That's right, more PvPs, more tuner trials, more car series, maybe some campaign replayables, maybe some car series, but definitely some car tuning. Let's get into it. First things first, I checked my analytics and I noticed that 76% of all my viewers are not subscribed to the channel. So do me a huge favor, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you can be updated on whenever I release new content. Let's get into it. So check it out. Also, feel free to sign up for my Patreon page. I will leave a link in the description for that. I got 4 different tier levels ranging from $3 all the way up to $20. So feel free to go ahead and sign up. That's just to support my channel. Every dollar that you do pledge will go back into the channel to help release better content. So let's get into it. So let's go ahead and grab our gold, our race skips, and the first of 5 free upgrade crates of the day. Let's crack that thing open like a soda can. Alright, first free upgrade crate of the day, and we receive a wheel segment. That's really nice. Really nice indeed. Also, materials, we do need basically all 4 of these. Grab those right now. Turbo components, we're good on. We don't need any more of those. Regulators, on the other hand, we do need to grab as many of those as we can. And then blueprints, really a lot to go for, but I'm not going to go for any of it. Now, one other thing I did want to mention, if we go just briefly into the garage, because there's one thing I did want to take a look at and show you guys. If we go over to, I believe, the sports car tab, if we scroll over to a little car called the AMG GT, look how close we are to actually obtaining that car. So what we can do is we can race against Frank later on in the episode to try to obtain that blueprint, so we will have a brand new car. That would be car number 70 if we do manage to obtain it here in this episode. So let's go ahead and get into it. We have a new week of the PvPs in Outlanders. But before we do dive into it, let's go ahead and check out the results from last week's PvP in Gridlock. So I didn't manage to get any higher, mostly because I just had so much to do. My schedule has been extremely tight, so I haven't been able to drive like I normally do. But the winner of last week's event is Anonymous, followed closely by Capricorn and China 6. Within 100 points, the top 3. I ended up scoring 3,300 points, which is less than, I believe, the 5,200 that I scored last time. 5,600. So that brings down my total underground score to 68,837 points. And the king underground is still China 6. And your top 8 in the underground is, of course, China 6, followed by Benadorn, Stena, Capricorn, Middle Eastern Driver, Terry, No Fear, and Fantastic. Now, this week, we have cars in all 3 divisions, and that will be our main goal for this week, is to try to get as high as we can. We know the breakneck division, we're going to struggle severely, because that GTR R35 is not even close to being built up the way that I want it to. So it's going to take just a miracle just to even get anywhere near the lofty heights that we did 2 weeks ago with the Koenigsegg Gemera. Like, it's going to take a significant amount of time. But in the driver division and the speedster division, we do have a shot. Not much of a shot, but we have a shot. So let's start things off with the speedster division. Let's go ahead and hop into the Ken Block Fiesta ST and get to driving. So we're going to start things off against an Infiniti Q60 Red Sport 400. I realize this car is actually not bad. It's got quite a lot of pep in its step. Beautiful launch off the line. Absolutely smoked him like Sunday barbecue. Maintaining the speed and the drift angle. Definitely doing Ken Block proud here. Oh my goodness, big air. And absolutely left in my rear view mirrors. No longer to be seen. Of course, there's still more work to do to this car. We still need a lot of blueprints in order to even get it staged up even higher. But this thing is quite the little peppy machine. Almost beat him by 10 seconds. Very good run. Moving on to the next race. Going up against Jack 5 Offsuit in their Ken Block Fiesta ST. So pretty early into the week on the PvP for us to be battling against other Fiestas in the Speedster division. I was looking forward to it. Here we go. Perfect launch off the line. Managed to get a really good start. Maintain until we get off the corner. Beautiful. Expanding that lead. Now we reached our top speed of 208 without nitrous. Trying to maintain as little drift as we can so we can maintain speed. And across the finish line. That was a fantastic run. Not a personal best by any stretch, but still quick enough to take home the dub and 50K cash. Also, I forgot to mention double rep is active. I forgot how long exactly. I'll have to look that up here shortly. Now we're going up against Peaceful and their Ken Block Fiesta ST. Here we go. Beautiful launch off the line. Stronger launch than the last one. Managed to get right down to the inside, right onto the racing line. Pretty significant contact on that wall right there. Lost a bit of speed, but still maintaining pretty well here. And across the line. Slower than the last run we did on this course, but still fast enough to take home the dub. Not bad for a car I don't really work on a lot. Alright, now we have another Infiniti to go up against. Now I know for a fact in the Speedster division, because my car is pretty limited, I'm not going to be dealing with any McLaren GTs unless they're like really low rated. Alright, here we go. Line them up, let them rip. Here we go. beautiful launch off the line. Another strong launch. Maintain until we come off the corner. Send it. Just under 26 seconds. That was a really good run. We are very much on point for this race. All right. Now we go up against Roxbury in their Fiesta ST Chem Block edition. I do like the fact they put the Ken Block Fiesta ST in a higher category compared to the normal Fiesta ST. It like lets everybody know, hey, this is of utmost importance versus the normal version. Oh, huge air off that jump. 1.6 seconds of hang time. Didn't even need the second ramp for that one. Oh, no, that was the quickest out of the 3 runs we had on this course. 41.08. Again, not a personal best, but definitely very quick for this car. Plenty of materials that we obtained as well. Good stuff. Ooh. Okay, we definitely got to try to get those blueprints for the Civic Type R. We have to do that, not only here in the Speedster division, but definitely in the driver division. That is going to help boost the performance of that Type R when we do get ready to use it for next week's PvP. So let's hop out of the PvPs. Let's grab our second free upgrade crate of the day. Crack that thing open like a soda can. A module. Okay, we definitely need one of those. That was definitely needed. In fact, we need more than just one, but for now we'll take the one. Alright, let's go ahead and do the tuner trial. So it is Tuesday. That means we have turbo materials and the currency races coming up. Apparently I still need these, but it's not for the Corvette, I don't think. Probably for a different car, I just don't remember. I think it was for the Mustang, potentially. I'm not too sure. Alright, here we go. Now we know we can do a race in this particular run under 26 seconds, but you really have to be on point. So at this point, I'm not looking to try to even beat the time that I had before. I'm just looking to get as clean of a run as I can. Basically try to get better at this so I can do it more consistently. That was close. A lower 26-second run. That's a good run. Couple mistakes here and there, but nothing to really even be upset about because that was a beautiful run. 150%. I'm trying to figure out what I need that turbo core for. I'll figure it out eventually. Line them up, let them rip. Here we go. Over rev the engine, that is fine. This might be for the Porsche now that I think about it. Didn't we just put like a better turbo in it? Like a couple weeks ago? I don't know, I'm gonna have to look and see. Way to maintain the speed through that corner despite the tap on the wall. That was really close. Ooh, almost did it with more than 6 seconds left on the clock. Just a tenth off. Pretty close margins here. Okay, that's the 2 tuner trial races done there. Let's go ahead and do the courtesy races. We're not going to focus on all access at the moment, mostly because I'm doing 2, of course, events. I got the live event in Drift Macabre, and then also we are doing the vault event in Unleashed with the Dodge Demon. Two muscle cars that are just polar opposites of each other if you look at their names. But when it comes to performance, very similar. And we've just barely over revved it. At the bull of the GTR out the way, he was trying to take my line. I'm like, no sir, I'm taking that line from you. Good way to maintain the speed, even though I lost just a tiny bit. Oh, that was beautiful until I tapped the inner wall there. Super close to that outer wall and across the line. And beat the jet. Even with the late start, I managed to beat the jet. Not bad. That was actually really quick. Very quick indeed. Here we go, line them up, let them rip. And I overread this big time this time. I gotta work on my timing on these launches. Ooh, I should have saved that nitrous for a moment. Okay. That was good. That was good. And across the line. That one was better. Just over 6 seconds left on the clock. 6.02 to be exact. And just under 33 seconds. That was good. Now that we got the cash from that, let's hop into the PvPs, because I do at this point want to hop into the breakneck division and see what I can do there. Okay, so we're going up against other GTRs. It's not going to be easy, I can guarantee that. Especially since we're basically at the bottom of the division. We're basically a bottom tier car. And also, I completely forgotten to take off the wraps from last month's events and stuff. But I will do that. I'll probably do that after this episode. Oh no, not the start I was looking for. Not at all. This is not the start I was looking for. Okay. We're gonna have to focus on our driving here. Yikes. Okay. We're maintaining. Okay, he's using a lot of angle in the drift. So that's allowing me to keep my speed up. He's not too far off. And keep in mind, I had hardly done no upgrades to this car. Like, I've upgraded some parts, but I didn't upgrade a lot. See, that literally went down to my driving skill instead of car performance, because I was pretty far down on performance in that one. I think by like 30 something points. All right, let's see if we can try to get a better launch there, because that was not a good launch at all. I'm honestly not expecting to get far in the breakneck division. The breakneck division for me is a throwaway division. Beautiful start for the both of us. We are neck and neck coming off the start line. He manages to get ahead of me just barely. But I have the inside line, means I have the better line for the next corner. A little scrape right there. And because I was maintaining my lines beautifully, come off the final corner and completely blast off, leave them in the rear view mirror and across the line. That is how you set up a really good run. That wasn't even a personal best run, but that was a fire run. That was beautiful. And I think I was down by 45 points in performance on that one, and I still completely left him in my rearview mirror. Now we're going up against Dr. Neo in their GTR R35. Same course, different driver, different car. Let's see what the performance difference will be on this one. Oh, that's going to be a pretty big difference, judging from how the car looks. It looks nice, by the way. That's a really good looking GTR. I expected a slightly bigger wing, but hey, not my car, but designed very nice. And I completely bombed the start. Okay, we got making up to do. We got to get back on it. We got to get back on it. He is running away very quickly. Oh, he made a mistake. He crashed into a traffic car. Okay, I'm making a few mistakes myself. Scraping walls. Big angle drift from him. He lost some speed. I managed to get right around him on the outside. Oh goodness, we're neck and neck. Oh, here he comes. 3, 2, 1. Use the nitrous now. It's gonna be close to the finish, and we took the dub by 50 yards. That was good. That was fantastic. I cannot believe we managed to pull that off. Look at that. By nearly 50 points of performance, we beat him by half a second. That was honestly a really good race. That was a high quality race right there. And honestly, I think that's as far as I'm going to get here in the breakneck division. I'm not going to get much higher than that. 12 race wins, 10 near misses. Now let's hop out of there. Let's hop into the black market. Let's grab our third free upgrade crate of the day. And then let's hop into the campaign. We got to do those replayables against Frank in chapter 14 to try to get a blueprint for the Mercedes AMG GT. So campaign. Let's hold on. Let's hit play then campaign. Make it easier for us to go back to here. Go to Frank. Go to the boss race. Let's see. Let's use our own AMG GT, but the Black Series edition for this one. I think this ought to be a pretty interesting battle considering the performance difference. He has me by about 35 points, actually about 25 points, but I have the superior driving advantage. As long as I get the good start, which we can. Here we go. This should be easy. You know what? Let's make it a little bit more challenging. Let's do this without nitrous. See how much. Oh my goodness. See how much of a challenge Frank can be if we don't use our nitrous. He's maintaining pretty well. As long as I don't make any mistakes, we should be fine. We're pulling away from him pretty well, actually. Almost at 100 yards. Oh, he's gaining. Okay. And now we're pulling away again. So apparently this wasn't that hard. Ooh, that was super close. I almost didn't see that coming. And across the line under 40 seconds. No nitrous. And a pretty sizable gap to my opponent. That was basically a formality at that point. Alright, let's see if we can get the blueprint. We have one chance here. Let's go to the right. And we got it. Well, that was... wow, that was easier than Staples. That was good. I literally don't need to do any more driving there in the campaign. So, ladies and gentlemen, finally introducing the 70th car into the garage, the Mercedes AMG GT. Starting performance rating at 583, and a beautiful sort of golden yellow color. It looks fantastic. That does look very nice. And we have a new car series added, which is Mercedes Sprint. So looks like we will be doing some car series races this episode. Fantastic. Now we're not going to do anything mechanically just yet. What we are going to do, we're going to go ahead and add our touches to it. So let's take a look at parts. Right now we know we aren't going to get any body kits just yet, but we'll take a brief look at some of these body kits. Wow, that looks absolutely amazing. And quite aggressive too, especially with the side exhaust. Super wide over fenders. That looks fantastic. That looks good. Headlights, nothing there. Hoods, we do have different hoods to choose from. I mean, not yet, but you know, there are other hoods to choose from. Same thing with front bumpers. It's a pretty good level of customization for this particular car. Let's go ahead and pick out some wheels at least. And I'm thinking, do I want to go with these? Because they actually don't look bad. I think we'll go with the BBSCKs here. Mirrors, really only one different type of mirror, which is a non-carbon fiber. Interesting. Roof scoops, we already know I'm not a fan of roof scoops, so we're not going to touch that. Everything else, kind of sort of formality, more or less. And yep, that's it as far as that. So colors, on the other hand, Let's go straight down, because we do have the metallic color, which is honey yellow metallic, but we're gonna paint it black. Of course we're gonna paint it black. Same thing with the windows, black those out. The wheels, we already have the black gloss, perfect. And the brakes are silver. Let's paint them gray, just a little bit darker. And then the stance, we can go ahead and slam it down, and a little bit of functional camber. Bada bing, bada boom, looks fantastic. So our new acquisition is blacked out and ready to rule the streets. It's been a while since we had a new car added to the garage. In fact, it's already outpacing one of the BMWs and is on track to catch the next BMW, which is the M4. But that will be at a later time. So let's go ahead and hop out of there, and let's hop straight into the car series. We got a new car series that we've unlocked. Let's go ahead and dive into it. We got 4 minutes to get it done. Well, a little bit less than that, but we can get it done. So into Mercedes Sprint, and we got quite a few races that we can do. 598 is the requirement. Okay, we can easily upgrade the car and get it to that performance level. But let's start things off. We have a time trial hunter race and a rush hour race for this episode. Look at the rep that we get for those. Alright, so I'm going to mute my mic so you can enjoy the sounds of the latest acquisition in the Mercedes-AMG GT. That was pretty damn quick. Top speed without nitrous in its current state is 194 miles an hour. And even still, it's got a lot of pep in its step. And I am super excited that we got this car. Super excited. It's honestly a beautiful acquisition that we've gotten. Get a microchip for this race. I'm super excited about that. Super pumped. Let's go. Hunter race for this one. It looks like a good German battle. We got the BMW M4 versus our AMG GT Mercedes. Starting off at a pretty low pace here. Just over 30 miles an hour to start things off with. This is going to be a very short race. Probably less than 30 seconds by the time it's all said and done here. Already past the BMW, way past the way before the halfway mark. And across the line under 30 seconds. And a clean run to start things off too. With a 29 flat. That was not bad at all. We're absolutely blasting our way. Alright, next up is, of course, the rush hour race. I'm starting to think maybe let's give this car a little bit of performance. No, we'll see. This ought to be a battle here. Ooh, didn't get the perfect launch on this one. But that's a-okay. That's close. Yikes, that was very close to that inside wall. Almost made huge contact. That could have been race ending right there. This thing has a lot of control in the lower configurations. I say that and then I crash into a traffic car heading on. That was more my fault. And across the line. That was a good run. That was a good run. Could have been a little bit faster if I probably avoided that traffic car, but you know what? Nobody's perfect. And we got a good amount of cash out of it, so no complaints. No complaints. Alright, and that's the 3-car series races complete. 9 daily assignments complete as well. And we can go on and grab our 4th free upgrade crate in happiness. We got a regulator. Beautiful. We had bought 2 earlier in the black market. And we attained a 3rd one here this episode. Let's go ahead and hop back into the PvPs. And let's kick some serious tail in the driver division. And of course we're going to use our very trusty R34 Skyline. My absolute dream car and an absolute beast of a machine. So we're going against Upper Gourmand 22. And we're not going to play around here this week in the PvPs, especially in the driver division, because we know we got a long ways to go. So we are going to absolutely, and I mean absolutely, smash our way through the driver division. Especially in this episode, we're going to work our way up in the C tier here. Oh, beautiful launch off the line. Ooh, little scrape there. Trying to avoid the traffic. Oh my goodness, that was super duper close. Ooh. Almost made it super clean. Hit that final car on at the very end. Oh Jesus, that was very close to that taxi. A lot of traffic in this race, but across the line, just over 30 seconds. That is a new personal best of a 30.33, and that's what nearly triple the performance rating of my opponent. That was fantastic stuff. Going up against SK at 2003 in their Golf GTI. This is going to be a fun run. And that's a good looking Golf. No body kit, but the paint job looks fantastic. Here we go. Beautiful launch off the line, completely smoked. Oh, here we go. Had to go ahead and try and get it, and we completely, oof. Yeah, that race is not going to be easy because I got to be able to try and get all the nitro strips in order to get a really quick run. I believe I can get it in under 30 seconds. It's just trying to have a clean enough run to where I can just link up all the drifts, very nice. Catch all the nitro strips, very easy and smooth. Really just focusing on good car control. But we move on to the next one. Now we'll go up against Jits the Cooler in their RX-7 FD. First RX-7 that we're going to be dealing with in this week's PvP. And again, a very good looking RX-7. Very basic as far as like body kits and stuff. But that also sort of makes it clean. It looks good. It has a different paint job, different wheels. Even the headlights changed and it looks beautiful. Here we go, here we go. Super close. That was very good. Oh, this is where the... Whoa! Oh boy. Was not expecting that to happen. Wow, I lost a ton of speed and time because of that. We gotta be careful with that corner in the later stages of this week's PvP, because that can and will cost us if I am not careful. That really tossed me off. I mean, we won by a significant margin still, but man, that contact with the wall really just... That was a real heavy... That was basically like a full-on crash. Almost completely flipped it, then went back on all fours. It was completely backwards. And yeah, that was just... I honestly had a loss for words on how crazy that was. But here we go. Back against the traffic. No, I know what you're thinking. Warner Brother, how come you don't use some of your lower level cars? Because like I said, I'm not playing around this week in the PvPs. Oh my goodness. Especially when you got to deal with traffic like this. This is really close. Oh my goodness. Threading the needle. Beautiful stuff. Okay, going around. Beautiful. Oh, just a light tap just to get me going. Didn't even lose any speed off of that. That was beautiful. And that, another personal best of a 30.14. Still above the 30-second mark. I want to try to get that down to under 30 seconds at some point. But we did good. We did good. I'm not even complaining. We did really good. Alright, let's continue on. We can get these blueprints for the Civic Type R. We're going to go for it. Against Tenorio in their Golf GTI. Again, pretty clean, basic Golf, and it looks good. Perfect launch off the line. Beautiful start. And that is how you do it. Well under 30 seconds. In fact, under 29 seconds. A 28.92. That, ladies and gentlemen, that is how you take care of business without messing around. That was a good run. Going against Treno and their Golf GTI. Be a little bit more fitting if he was actually driving an AE86 Treno, because that would match the name. But I don't judge. I don't judge at all. Especially since you have to drive the cars that are eligible for the event. But, you know, just, you know. Perfect launch off the line. Fantastic stuff. And we are flying high. Here we go. Let's catch that one. Beautiful. Send it hard. Here we go. And another personal best. Even though the run was a little bit sloppier, but we managed to pull off a 28.41, half a second faster than the last. Like every single time I drive the R34, it's setting records, and it's definitely pushing the boundaries. Now we're going against Arterius and their RX-7. Oh, now that's a better looking RX-7. That one looks immaculate, super clean. The paint job is just beautiful. Body kit looks fantastic. That one I give an 8.1 out of 10. That one is a very nice RX-7. Beautiful launch off the line. Fantastic stuff. Oh, way to go, grabbing that nitrous right there. Now that is a run and a half, nearly a second faster, a 27.66. That is how you really take care of business. That's how it's done. A fantastic job on that run. That was on point. Look at that. That was good. That was really good. Alright, let's go ahead and grab our final free upgrade crate as well as the premium crate. And then from there we can actually end off this episode. I still got a couple more to record for y'all because I still do have the 2 events that we're doing. But let's go ahead and grab this final free crate. Ford Mustang GT turned into scrap points because we already have that thing maxed out. Thing of beauty. Let's go ahead and grab, of course, our 5 free crate assignment. And let's grab our premium crate. Guaranteed item, if you buy the 5 times crate, is the AMG GT Black Series blueprints. But that's if you get the 5 premium crates using the 500 gold. So for this one, we got a Sport ECU, which is perfect. I think that one is actually needed in the GTR and the R35. So let's quickly hop into the garage while we take a look here. So sports, M4. Oh, okay, it's for the M4. But I think we're going to put it in the in our latest acquisition, being the AMG GT. So swap that. Not much performance gain. Or do I want to put it in the M4? I think I want to put it in the M4. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put it in the M4. Even though we're not going to be driving the M4 anytime soon, we're still going to go ahead and put that in there. Yeah, that'll work. and we'll go ahead and scrap it because we won't need it. Alright, and we can go ahead and basically add everything we need to add here, but we'll hold off on that. So that will wrap it up for this episode of Need for Speed No Limits. Tune in next time for episode 360. That's right, 360 episodes of Need for Speed No Limits coming at you really soon. Like and subscribe for more content. Also for motorsports and gaming content, I will leave links to different channels in the description. And once again, feel free to pledge to my Patreon page. It's your boy Warner Brother. Much love, much appreciation, and I'm out of here. Peace.